Boris Becker has openly criticized several top players after observing their performances at the U.S. Open. Following Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner's latest showdown in the final, their third Grand Slam title clash of the season, setting an open-era record in men's tennis, Becker argued that the two young champions are continuing to extend their dominance over the rest of the field. Currently ranked world number 1 and number 2, Alcaraz and Sinner have now shared the last 8 Grand Slam titles between them. Becker believes that unless the tour's rising stars, including British number 1 Jack Draper, raise their level significantly, closing the gap is actually impossible. Although players such as Alexander Zverev and Taylor Fritz have managed to reach Grand Slam finals, none have succeeded in producing a major upset to disrupt the monopoly that Sinner and Alcaraz maintain over the sport's most prestigious tournaments. At 38 years old, Novak Djokovic has remained the third best player in the world this year, reaching the semifinals at all 4 Grand Slams. Despite retiring injured at the Australian Open, Djokovic's 3 defeats on the sport's biggest stages have all come against either Alcaraz or Sinner. Becker warned that once Djokovic decides to retire, the gulf between the top 2 and the rest of the top 10 will become even greater. The statistic for Djokovic against Fritz is 11-0. Not for the American. What kind of gap exists there, sportingly speaking? How good or not good are the others? I'm talking about everyone else, Becker said on his joint podcast with Andrea Petkovic. It is an incredible statistic, with the 8th consecutive Grand Slam victory for either Alcaraz or Sinner. But where are the rest? We're talking about Zverev, Draper, Fritz, de Minaur, Ruud, Rune, Medvedev, Rublev. The 6-time major winner did, however, praise Felix Auger-Aliassime's performance against Sinner in the semifinals at Flushing Meadows. The Canadian went toe-to-toe with the top seed for much of the match and even managed to take a set, though ultimately fell short. Finally, someone thought strategically, how can I pose a threat to Sinner? Logically, not by engaging in long rallies from the baseline. That is not rocket science. You do not need to study philosophy to understand that, Becker remarked.